Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we dive into The 1 Minute Manager by Ken Blanchard and Spencer Johnson. With over 13 million copies sold worldwide, this seminal work stands as a beacon in the landscape of business and management literature. The book revolutionizes the concept of time-efficient leadership, introducing readers to the prowess of managing more effectively by investing just minutes. The core of the book lies in its advocacy for three potent tools that promise not only to elevate productivity, but to usher in a transformative era for any organization. Ken Blanchard, a luminary in the realm of business consulting, pairs his insightful experiences with the medical and leadership expertise of Spencer Johnson, whose achievements include the New York Times bestseller, Who Moved My Cheese, and a tenure as a leadership fellow at Harvard Business School. Together, they present a narrative that is not only accessible, but deeply resonant with practical wisdom. The 1 Minute Manager is an indispensable guide for CEOs, managers, and anyone who holds or aspires to a leadership role. Moreover, it speaks to those wishing to maximize their efficiency and effectiveness, ensuring that every moment of the workday is used to its fullest potential. Whether you're looking to inspire a team, overhaul your management style, or simply achieve more in less time, this book is your gateway to newfound success. Join us as we explore how to become a 1 Minute Manager and transform the very fabric of your workplace. The 1 Minute Manager: increase productivity, profits, and your own prosperity. Introduction. Unlock the power of the 1 minute magic in management. Imagine transforming your management style in just 60 seconds, making your team happier and more productive with the simplicity and precision of a well-timed magic trick. It might sound like the plot of a fantasy novel, but this is the promise of the 1 minute management approach, a strategy that slices through the complexity of human psychology and organizational behavior with swift yet impactful interactions. Now, let's face it, many of us have encountered our fair share of dreadful bosses, the kind who seem more suited to managing inanimate objects than leading a team of dynamic individuals. Finding a truly good manager often feels like searching for a needle in a haystack. This rarity is not without reason. Effectively balancing employee satisfaction with high performance is a tightrope walk that few master. Compounding this challenge is the reality that most managers are drowning in their workload. They're in dire need of tools that are not just effective, but also efficient. Strategies that squeeze the essence of good management into the briefest of interactions. Enter the concept of 1 minute management, a revolutionary approach that claims to hold the key to unlocking employee potential swiftly and deftly. Here, the interaction doesn't drag on for hours. Instead, it distills critical management practices into bite-sized 1 minute nuggets. Through this engaging narrative, we'll uncover some intriguing insights. The peculiar analogy of comparing employees to whales, the significance of reprimanding akin to staging an intervention for an addict, the art of condensing the review of an employee's performance goal into a concise 60-second dialogue. As we journey through these concepts, the 1 minute management approach will reveal itself not just as a methodology, but as a way to foster profound connections, drive performance, and cultivate an environment where both managers and their teams thrive, all within the space of 1 minute. Part 1. The Art of Balancing Care and Performance in Management. Picture this. You're asked to distill the essence of a manager's role into a single sentence. Would you say it's about crunching numbers, brainstorming the next big product, or perhaps mastering the art of sales? Not quite. If we strip the role down to its bare essentials, we find that a manager's true calling is to cultivate the talent within their team. Consider for a moment the lifeblood of any successful company. While products, marketing strategies, and finances are critical, they all hinge on one fundamental element: the people executing those tasks. Indeed, employees are the cornerstone upon which product quality and financial achievements rest. Their efforts propel the company forward, making them the most valuable asset a company possesses. Given this premise, it's only logical that managers should prioritize the enhancement of their team's potential. However, reality paints a starkly different picture. Despite salaries accounting for up to 70% of a company's expenditure, a negligible fraction is allocated to employee development. This discrepancy reveals a glaring oversight in understanding the direct correlation between nurturing employees and achieving robust financial outcomes. This misunderstanding divides managers into two predominant types. On one hand, we have the overly compassionate managers who prioritize employee happiness above all else, often at the expense of the company's performance. These managers shy away from corrective feedback, preferring to shoulder the burden of work themselves, a strategy that is unsustainable in the long run. On the other side of the spectrum are the taskmasters, those who prioritize results with little regard for employee morale. They constantly push for more, critiquing without offering constructive support, thus draining their team's motivation. What if there was a sweet spot, a way to ensure employees feel valued and motivated while still championing stellar performance? This equilibrium is not just desirable but attainable, and the key lies in the one-minute management approach. This means employing targeted, concise management actions that not only foster efficiency but also build a supportive team environment. So let's delve deeper into how brief yet powerful interactions can revolutionize your management style, turning the potential of your team into tangible success. Part 2. Mastering the art of supercharging productivity in 60 seconds. What if I told you that in the same time it takes to sip your coffee or send a quick text, you could set the stage for soaring employee productivity and crystal-clear goals? Welcome to the world of one-minute goals, a method so streamlined yet impactful. It's akin to unlocking a secret productivity hack. Imagine this scenario. As a manager, you've got a toolkit that not only conserves your precious time, but also turbocharges your team's performance. The cornerstone of this toolkit? The one-minute goal-setting practice. Here's the magic formula. Together with your employee, you craft a set of goals so precise and succinct they could fit on a napkin, let alone a single sheet of paper. We're talking about 250 words max, a clarity so sharp that within 1 minute anyone can grasp the essence of the expected outcome. Let's say your sales team is the playing field. A 1-minute goal for a team member might look something like increase sales by 5% over the next quarter. It's direct, measurable, and most importantly, it encapsulates the objective succinctly enough to be forever imprinted in both your minds after a mere 60-second read. Why does this approach transform the game? In too many organizations, employees navigate through their days without a clear beacon, only receiving feedback when they veer off course, often through critical comments highlighting their missteps. 1-minute goals flip the script. They empower employees with a clear, achievable target, igniting an internal motivation fueled by self-assessment and the pursuit of tangible success. However, a word of caution. Enthusiasm for setting these goals could lead to an overflow of well-intentioned but ultimately overwhelming objectives. This is where the 80-20 rule of goal setting swoops in to save the day. It's based on the principle that 80% of an employee's efforts should hone in on achieving the most critical 20% of their goals. In practice, this means focusing on a select 3 to 6 pivotal achievements, thereby maximizing efficiency and impact. Thus, 1-minute goals emerge not just as a time-saving tactic, but as a transformative strategy to elevate performance, clarity, and motivation, all within the compact, potent framework of just 1 minute. Part 3. Transforming your team with the power of positivity in just 1 minute. In a typical workplace, it's all too common for employees to only hear from their bosses when things go awry. This constant barrage of critique without a balance of positive reinforcement invariably drains morale and breeds a sense of perpetual dissatisfaction. It's a scenario where employees perpetually feel they're falling short of expectations, leading to a workforce that's demotivated and disengaged. Enter the game changer, the practice of 1-minute praise. It's a simple yet profoundly impactful way of acknowledging and appreciating your team's efforts. The concept hinges on timely, specific commendation immediately following an achievement. Imagine noticing Johnny's exceptional work on a recent project. You decide not just to think it, but to express it. "Johnny, your presentation yesterday was exceptional. The level of detail was outstanding, and it made me incredibly proud." Pairing such feedback with a gesture like a pat on the back, circumstances permitting, can amplify the positive impact, though it's essential to gauge the appropriateness based on the context and the individual's comfort. 1-minute praises serve multiple purposes. They make employees feel seen and valued, translating to a heightened sense of belonging and worth within the team. Additionally, they set a clear benchmark of excellence, particularly vital for newcomers eager to understand and meet their new employer's expectations. For this to work seamlessly, transparency is key. Informing employees in advance that their work will be under review helps avoid any feelings of intrusion or spying. This upfront communication fosters an atmosphere of trust and openness. So why does this approach work wonders? The answer lies in the psychology of positive reinforcement. When employees receive acknowledgement for their contributions, it ignites a drive to not only maintain but elevate their performance. This strategy mirrors the method used to train killer whales to leap majestically above the water's surface at marine parks. Trainers start by rewarding the whales for minor achievements, like swimming over a submerged rope. Gradually, as the bar, quite literally, is raised, the whales aspire to greater heights to earn their rewards. This incremental approach ensures that initial successes pave the way for more ambitious endeavors. Just as these majestic sea creatures learn to soar beyond the water's boundary, so too can employees reach new heights with the encouragement of 1-minute praises. This technique proves that even the smallest gestures of recognition can have a profound and lasting impact on an individual's motivation and overall team performance. Part 4. Efficiently addressing mistakes without diminishing morale. The 1-minute reprimand. Just as swiftly as we can uplift with praise, it's equally vital to address errors in a manner that's both quick and constructive. The 1-minute reprimand emerges as a powerful tool for this very purpose, tailored specifically for those instances when seasoned employees slip up. These experienced members of your team, fully versed in the goals and accolades that drive your operations, occasionally need a nudge back on track. The 1-minute reprimand aims to do just this: deliver a clear, concise message of dissatisfaction without eroding the foundation of respect and value built up over time. Acting promptly is key. Addressing the issue immediately following the mistake ensures relevance and clarity. In this critical minute, you not only pinpoint the misstep, but also share how it impacts you personally as their manager. This personal stake underscores the seriousness of the issue without crossing into personal judgment. Consider handling a lapse in performance by saying, "Johnny, the sales pitch you delivered didn't hit the mark. It lacked the compelling punch we've come to expect, leaving me quite disappointed. However, your track record and contributions are invaluable to us, and I know you can bounce back from this." By incorporating this balanced approach, you maintain an atmosphere of respect, even in correction. It's essential, however, to lay the groundwork for such interventions by informing your team up front that their work will be subject to review. This transparency preemptively addresses any potential feelings of being under surveillance or critique without foundation. The power of the 1-minute reprimand lies in its immediate aftermath, leaving no room for lingering bitterness or resentment. It centers the conversation on the error and its rectification, followed by a reminder of the employee's inherent value and previous successes. This technique mirrors the principles of a family intervention, where constructive criticism is paired with affirmations of worth and belonging. Through this balanced acknowledgement of faults and virtues, employees are more likely to accept responsibility, learn from their mistakes, and remain motivated to improve. In essence, the 1 minute reprimand encapsulates the delicate art of delivering critiques that propel growth without sacrificing mutual respect and team morale. Final summary. At the heart of exponential organizational growth and success lies a fundamental truth: the undivided focus on nurturing the potential of employees. This philosophy forms the cornerstone of exemplary management, ensuring the thriving of both the workforce and the company at large. Achieving this does not necessitate drawn-out meetings or endless pages of documentation. Instead, 3 innovative, time-efficient strategies promise to revolutionize the way managers engage with their teams: 1-minute goals, 1-minute praises, and 1-minute reprimands. Each of these tools distills vast management principles into concise, actionable steps. The 1-minute goals method emphasizes clear, concise objectives, making success a tangible target for employees. 1-minute praise, on the other hand, builds morale and encourages stellar performance through immediate positive feedback. Lastly, 1-minute reprimands offer a swift, respectful way to address lapses, ensuring lessons are learned without diminishing morale. Implementing these strategies not only streamlines managerial processes, but also fosters a culture of clear communication, immediate feedback, and continuous improvement. By focusing on these quick yet impactful interactions, managers can unlock the full potential of their teams, driving the company's performance to new heights. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.